Hello fellow crafters, today we're gonna take a look at the symbol of upcoming 2017 year, the Rooster. It's going to be the final part of the moment months and the final project for this year. I have spent 20 hours on this project, 6 blocks of clay, and it was a moderate difficulty. So as you can see, the wire here is different. It is the steel wire for the Rooster, as it is going to be standing on the one leg, and it needs to be very sturdy and very stable to support all the weight of the body of the animal. On this project I have used my old technique of fastening the frame onto the pedestal, which is mentioned on my sculpture frame building video. So here you can see that the basic, very big bulk of the materials is covered by the paper. I used paper to conserve a lot of clay here, but as well it is going to be very unstable structure if I made the body very heavy. So I need it to be as light as possible, and so I used the paper very extensively for the torso part. So here you can see that I have attached the aluminum wires to the back side of the Rooster. It is going to be the frame for the tail, which is going to be not very sleek and narrow, and I use them next to attach more feathers without wiring. Here is the clay attached version of it. I have also made the head more distinctive and also placed legs as they are going to be on the final product. Also I have covered the frame with the feather bones, if you want to say like that. Then I'm going to use my hands to narrow them and make them more feather-like, of course. Here, as always, I have used my sharp tool to cut all the excessive materials from the sculpture and make it more sleek and as near to the paper base as possible. And also I have made details on one leg, as you're going to see now. Here's the finished leg, and the surface of the skin is going to be looking like it, exactly like this on the left leg of the Rooster. Here you can see that I have started the feathering the whole body part of the Rooster, and also made the tail, narrowed the feather and added other non-wired versions of them. So here you can see that the process is going on, and it is very time consuming. I have to make those little pieces, then shape them up and then attach, and they are quite small and quite a few, and it is very time consuming. Also I am going to make different styles of the feather for different body parts, but the making process is kind of similar for them. Here you can see my feather making technique, which is quite similar on the neck, back and wings sides. I'm using my sharp tool to draw some lines on the basic feather frame and then attach them on the Rooster. So here is the finished product besides painting. I have attached all the feathers and made all the details on the face. The weight is about 2.5 kilograms, and still it is very stable construction. Here you can see the basic details on the face and also the feathers on the neck, which are smaller on the top and like longer and wider on the bottom side. The tip here is to start attaching the feathers from the bottom up instead of top down, as the top part is going to cover the bottom base, and it looks more natural and it is a lot easier. Here you can see the type of the feather I used for the neck, which is like narrower and longer than the average feathers. It is quite similar to the back side, which is just a little bit wider and still carved from the both sides of the feather surface. The wings are composed of two different styles of the feather. One is a longer version, still covered from the both sides, carved, and the other one is on the shoulders. There is more shorter version and carved on only on the one direction, from the top to the bottom. And there is also different chest and bottom parts. They are quite similar, to be honest, but still they are used by different techniques. I first carved the chest parts and then attached them, and the bottom part, they are more like chaotic. The shape and form is little different. Here you can see the tail, which is also carved from the both sides. They are the longest feathers on the sculpture, and well, that's it. The whole detailed parts, and as you can see, it is very stable still. And now we're going to paint it with different colors, and let's see the final product. So here it is, the painted version. It looks quite nice. I'm very satisfied with the result. I have used the Google images for painting the different body parts of it, and it looks quite gorgeous. I like the red Rooster for upcoming 2017. You can go to the Facebook page and on the Twitter to see other details, pictures of this particular project and for my previous projects on this channel. So that was it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed these projects, and if you have seen all my previous contents, we're going to be coming back on 9th January of upcoming year. And until then, I wish you, I think, the best for the 2017. Have a nice holiday and see you next time.